glad you're all here to join us for this special event. I apologize for the delay, but we do work with preschoolers and we all had to go potty the last day. So that's just what you do. We're on their time, they're not on our time. So I think we're all ready now, and I hope you all enjoy the show. I'm going to turn it over to my wonderful Miss Lindsay. When you're watching the performance today, I would like for you to keep in mind all the multitasking that your children are having to do on stage. The fact that they can follow instructions and handle an instrument and sing all at the same time is a big accomplishment for this age group. So try to focus in on that because it's really pretty amazing to watch them multitasking all at the same time. So I hope you enjoy the show and our lovely Miss Lindsay.
Hi, I'm Miss Lindsay. I am the music teacher at MAS. And today we are going to be doing a lot of different stuff. We are going to show some of our piano skills we've been working on. For our 3-year-olds, we're really working on small motor skills, being able to move your fingers individually instead of as a pounding group. We will hear some pounding, I'm sure. But for the most part, we're going to try to do individual fingers. We're doing instruments today as well as movement and song. And we're basically showing you what we would do in a class on a regular basis. We start off with singing, warm-ups, we do instruments every day, and we do piano every day. So hopefully, no stage fright today. And we will get started. Today we're going to be demonstrating a little bit differently. Instead of calling out names, we're calling out instruments. So, enjoy. 1, 2, ready, sing. Hello everybody, how do you do? How do you do? How do you do? Hello everybody, how do you do? How are you today? Yeah. If you have a bell, One, two, ready, sing.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
And pick up your instrument. Follow Miss Missy on the white line.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. One more time. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
This next song, with our three Three-eyed bunny. Show me you're ready with your book. Ready? 1, 2, ready, sing. These are my
glasses, this is my book. I put on my glasses, open up my book, and I read, and I look, I put down my glasses and put up my book.
A little bit louder. These
are my glasses, this is my book. I put on my glasses, open up my book, and I read,
All right. This song we're playing with our left hand. It's maybe you'll know when you hear it. It's Old MacDonald's Farm. The goal is to not play during some parts and then play the chorus. So we'll see. Ready? All right. So first we sing. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, go. Old MacDonald. Ready, play. And on that farm he had a cow. He had a chicken. them familiar with some of Bach's music, as well as keeping them involved in learning the melodies and the rhythms and stuff like that. So you'll see they're using together as a group, they're going to break into parts that each sing just their own part. All together, 1, 2, ready, sing. Now in your groups, ready, here we go. Ready? I'm a little flower pot. 1, 2, ready, sing. With this older group, we're working on keeping time with our left hand and then playing with our right hand. So look for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Ready, sing. Going on a long time. Play. Rest, sing.
of paintings. As a reminder, each child learns about an artist every week, and Ms. Perry will go into a little bit more detail about that. And they're shown a piece of their work, an example, and then what you see today is what they created from their perception of what they saw. So we put some bios up for you this time so you can kind of know who they're mimicking. And it's really exciting. They've all done really well. We, especially on the sculptures, they just did such a beautiful job. And also, after Ms. Carey finishes speaking with you, more detail about what to expect from the art gallery, we'd love for you to join us in the lobby for some refreshments, and we will bring your children to you after she's done speaking. Okay? All right.
Hello and welcome everybody, family and friends, to the Musical Arts Schoolhouse Spring Show. This year our theme was spring, the spring flowers, everything growing and blooming. We will be working on today paper mache bees, butterfly, ants, and snakes. As you will see at the back tables, okay, your class is divided by each class, okay, so it's going to be a lot more easier to see your child's artwork this time because it's displayed by the classes, so it's a lot easier to flow, okay? So one art piece is the paper mache. The next art piece that you will see is the sculpture flowers. You're going to see watercolor paintings. You're going to see the tree of life and our canvas bug paintings with acrylic paints, okay? Your child has worked extremely hard on the art pieces. Due to our wacky winter, I do apologize, we did have to move the spring show back a week. And not only that, but if your child was absent, I do apologize that they might have missed the process of the art or they might have missed an art piece, so I apologize for that. Your child in class, okay, has been learning about each creation of the art pieces, an opportunity to discuss what the artist is and the style of the artist, as well as the terminology during the process, creating an art piece that has been inspired by them. Once again, most importantly, our main focus when working with these children on these art projects is not the final product, but the experience and the expression that they find within themselves in doing the art, which involves building problem-solving skills, self-confidence, and communicating thoughts and ideas. I try to tell my students that art is supposed to be fun. It's going to be messy, and you're going to be a little crazy sometimes in art, but you can't go wrong in art. There's nothing wrong in art. You cannot make a mistake. I try to explain that to my child, or my students I should say, because they are like my children, that you can't go wrong. So if they get paint on their hands, or if they're sitting there and they're saying, I messed up on this line, or I did this wrong, I try to explain to them they didn't do wrong. It's what they perceive in the piece, okay? Just because the artist does a certain line or does a certain color, doesn't mean that your child has to do that certain line exactly like it is. It's what they perceive, it's their interpretation, and it's the whole process that they're going through. All right, for the pieces, okay, you will see, unlike a traditional school, that we've worked with oil paints, acrylic, pottery, paper mache, and much more. Our first art piece is Gustav Klimt. Gustav Klimt does the Tree of Life, okay? So when we do the unveiling, you're going to see Gustav Klimt on this side over here, okay? Gustav Klimt in the Tree of Life, okay? Your child worked on lines, they worked on shapes, and they worked on colors. So in the Tree of Life, you are going to see your child interpreting shapes such as a circle, a triangle, maybe a heart, a star, what they see and the shapes that they can make in the tree, okay? Then they worked on the color of the background, what they thought the background of the sky should be. So Gustav Klimt did the Tree of Life. Our second art piece is the pottery flower, which is in the back over here. Your child worked on fine motor skills with rolling the clay, pinching the clay, okay? They then got to wait for the clay to dry. They got to paint the clay whatever color they wanted. So if they wanted a purple flower that has pink polka dots, it was purple flower, pink polka dots. There is no wrong color. There is no right color. It's what the child perceives. They cannot go wrong. I cannot express that enough. All right, our third art piece is the paper mache bugs. Now, some of our bugs were a little bigger than the kids anticipated, but they had fun painting and creating them. With this process, your child learned a science experiment. They added glue and water, which makes the contents of the mixture. They then would take strips of newspaper, dip it into the bucket, squeeze the excess glue mix off of the newspaper, and then they would practice wrapping the paper mache. We picked randomly, so there was no favoritism or anything like that. So your child picked out of a bucket either a bee, a butterfly, a snake, or an ant. After they did the paper mache process, they then got to paint their bug whatever choice and color that they wanted. So you will see a lot of spring colors on the table of the bees, the bug, the butterfly, the snake, and the ant. Our fourth art piece is the Georgia O'Keeffe. In this process, your child learned about flowers with spring and things that grow. With the Georgia O'Keeffe piece, they got to experience an art piece that does watercolors. I try to explain to your child that when we did the Georgia O'Keeffe, that we didn't want to see itty bitty tiny flowers. The Georgia O'Keeffe specialized in big, beautiful flowers, so that people would stop and smell the flowers and they would notice the flowers. So in this process, your child got to paint with watercolors a beautiful Georgia O'Keeffe piece. And you will see that on this wall, the Georgia O'Keeffe piece. Our fifth art piece is the Paul Cézanne and the still life. In this, we discussed what the students thought a still life was. We discussed how it doesn't move and shake. So if your child came home and they said, I'm a still life, I'm not a still life, that's because we discussed that movement is not a still life, but something that stays on the table is a still life. It does not move. With this, Miss Carey displayed some fruit that was bananas, strawberries, pears, grapes, and apples. Your child then took their interpretation with our oil paints and then sketched out what they thought was their interpretation of the still life. We then worked on the smudging effect with their fingers, so we used our magic pointer finger, and we pressed upon the oil paints so they kind of gave it a smear look, okay? So your still lifes are going to be on this wall over here. All right. Our last piece and the final piece is our canvas bugs. In this, we talked about the different bugs that you might see during the spring. If you see a snake, a dragonfly, a butterfly, a beetle. On some of these, your child got very creative and drew multiple bugs on the canvas. Some of them drew one bug, and they used multiple colors with their acrylic paint, and they painted themselves what they thought was the bug of their choice. I cannot express to you guys how much of an honor it is to work with your children each and every day. It is so much fun to sit there and teach them about the art terminology, the artist of the week, and it's so nice to see how they absorb this stuff like a sponge. It's amazing how your kids just pick up everything that we sit there and teach them. I mean, we do different chants each week about like a different artist, the style of the artist, the terminology, and your children are sitting there singing the songs with the artist and stuff like that. And I just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity to work with your children each and every day. At this time, we are now going to unveil the curtains. Your children will then be brought in, and then you can enjoy the art show that's going to be displayed around. And I do want to remind you, we do have snacks and treats that are in the lobby, and if you will please remember to keep the snacks and the treats in the lobby, because there's no food allowed in this area, and I just want to say thank you again for coming. And as soon as we get the curtain